Do you know that most people go through life without actually understanding the basics and fundamentals that helps us get the most out of life? Hello and welcome to VAD Inspires, and today I'm going to share with you the top 3 reasons why we fail. Like the avoidable failures that people don't seem to know why they actually fail. Now, if I ask you the reasons why you failed, you give me reasons that disassociates you from that failure. Most people do. You don't have the right contacts, the right people, don't have the right network, don't have the right technology, don't have money. Those are resources. 80 to 90% of successful people started with nothing. And I'm here to tell you today that resources are not actually the problem. The real problem is lack of resourcefulness. That's the first one of the 3. Lack of resourcefulness, using your mind, because that's the ultimate resource. Your mind and your brains, they're given to you for free, and you can use it to create wealth, happiness, anything, name it. But people overlook that, and they look to external forces that it's not that reliable. So that's one of the reasons why I fail. Let me ask you a question. If you're creative enough, can you find the answers yes or no? If you're determined enough, can you find the answers yes or no? If you are passionate enough, can you get other people to be passionate about you and your idea, yes or no? So I say creativity opens the way for other resources to come in, but you have to start first. You see, the magic happens when you start and you go, and then other people are going to come in. The right people, money, everything is going to come in. But you have to start first with what you have and where you are. Key. The second reason is commitment. People don't like committing. Would you mind to ask why? I can hear you asking why. Here is why. People like giving excuses. It's just there. The excuses are always there. And you know what commitment is? No excuse is accepted. It's like you have the results or you don't. So people don't want to commit themselves. They don't want to go all in. Here's what happens when you don't go all in is that you tap in less action because you are uncertain, sort of, kind of. Those words, when you use them, you tap less action, you give less of your best. When you give less of your best, that's going to reinforce your belief, because you're not going to get that which you are shooting for, because you are now all in. I understand sometimes people are scared out of their mind. I mean, they're afraid of the unknown. I'm afraid of the unknown. But here's the thing. I don't let the afraid of the unknown delude me from actually understanding that if I don't give my best, I don't get what I want. Courageous people, that's what they use. It's not that they're not afraid. They're afraid, but they are more afraid of not actually giving their best to get what they want out of life. See that? So when you give your best, then you know, okay, I've given my best. And then the rest will take care of itself. It's just perspective. You think about what's going to happen if you fail. Have you think about what's going to happen if you succeed? So that's one way of thinking about it. That's another way of thinking about it. Hey, it's a cup. Maybe it's a water up to here. 2 ways of looking at it. It's half empty and it's half full. Whichever way you look at it, that's going to reinforce your belief, because that's going to depend how you're going to approach that task. You and I know that pessimistic can get you nowhere. Optimistic is the way. Always be the way. Now, if you want to avoid avoidable failure, remember, Commitment is a necessity. Going all in. Putting yourself, immersing yourself. That's the second one. Lack of commitment. The third one is lack of confidence. Now what I mean foolish confidence. Some people have confidence with no work ethic. We call that foolish confidence. It's not going to work out. The confidence I'm talking about is the confidence that has discipline backed up with work ethic. Some people work too hard, but they don't believe that they can actually get that task done or get successful. So that's when confidence comes in. Believe that you can get what you want, just like a child. And that goes back to the second one about when you don't have confidence, you tap less action. When you tap less action, it limits you because that reinforces your belief. And your belief system is actually who you are. So people don't know about this interesting fact. 80% of success is psychology, 20% is mechanics. Go anywhere, ask any successful people, Google it, anything you want. 80% of psychology is success, 20% is mechanics. So what does that mean? It means that what you actually think of yourself, what you actually believe, it's more important than what you do. Work hard, yes, but back it with a good belief system. Because when you miss that, you can actually go up. Because you don't think you can go up. So that's the third key. Now, I understand that you can have commitment, self-confidence, and all the resources, all the resourcefulness in you and still fail. That's why failure is a test of character and patience. Real failure is a test of character and patience. We have to fail. You know, it's part of life. You have to screw up somewhere and say, oh wow, that was costly. Let's make the changes. When you make the changes, you get back in line. But here's the thing, you have to avoid avoidable failure is you avoid blaming yourself and blaming other people. Because that keeps the comeback, the resilient power, the comeback power out of reach, far out of the way. So avoid avoidable failure. I want, let it be that when you fail, you say, I'll give it my best. And more importantly, I'm not done yet. That's the champion way. Right? That's the champion mindset. That's how winning is done. You give it your best and you're not done yet. Thanks for watching and stay inspired.